it's not on the regular broadcast. If anybody's interested, I'm liquidating 3 warehouses full of wood. I'm liquidating all of my stuff that I have, like pepper mill mechanisms and stuff like that. I've had for years wholesale accounts with all these. They're the same one you buy at Woodcraft and Rockler and all that. But anyway, I've got all kinds of stuff, and I ship stuff out usually in the boxes. So
Right.
if you guys need anything, I've got all that. I sell a lot of glue. I always have about every 3 weeks I get a fresh supply in. So all that type of stuff, if you need it, just give me.
Okay.
Because,
Are you going to keep doing the perfects?
yeah. But
Okay.
I'm now getting back into my every day. It's been 8 months, with this
Right.
damn stroke stuff. So now I'm being able to turn pretty good. And, I sent you a picture of the last
Yes.
urn I did. But that urn's gone. I don't know how to get a picture onto this show to show people. But anyway.
I'll send it to Joaquin so it gets into the newsletter.
Oh, okay, because that's a pretty special piece of wood.
Yeah, it was. It was a spectacular piece. Yeah, I talked about it at the beginning of the program before you were on about Safety Sue talked about talking with you, and then when she was done, I talked about the urn that you had done, and that you and I had chatted last week about it. So yeah, outstanding piece, and I will get that forwarded to JJ for inclusion in the newsletter.
But I'm getting back at about 90 to 95% where I was. And by the way, Dane, in the future, if you need demonstration,
Okay.
I'll be happy to get in a little bit.
Okay. Yeah. In fact, I was aiming to give you a call when I got back towards the end of next week. But I'd like for you to do the bowl tool presentation on cutting bowls the proper way with the slicing techniques that you do for side grain and end grain. If you could do that.
Right.
Hey, Mark.
Yeah.
I'd be willing to help you with a video if you'd like. If you want to, I'd be glad to come over and help you with that. If you want to do the turning part.
Is this Dave or Casey?
David.
David Liss.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that'd be great, David.
But, I'm just letting you know, I'm back in now and I'm available. And I'm going to limit myself to 1 or 2 students at a time.
Right.
But,
you still got that young girl working with you?
No, she was doing in the movies, I guess now. But who knows, but Katie Navarro still comes over, and Christine Smith was just here. Cliff Lounsbury rolled through last Wednesday. He's up in Tawas City, Michigan, and he's graduated from the big boroughs. I don't know. Look him up, guys, if you want to see some crazy stuff. Look up River Turnings, Cliff Lounsbury, Lounsbury. And now his new thing is he's now turning large pieces out of car paint. He's getting the he's getting the over sprays from Detroit, and he's turning all kinds of vases and things out of that. But he's the one that he did that. He put a 4,400-pound burl on his lathe, and he turned that piece for Neiman Marcus. He got 100,000 for commission.
Wow.
It has 5 layers of vines on it. But he
What's
bought his lathe was a 60-foot ship propeller shaft lathe, and he had to cut it down. He bought that down in New Orleans, had to cut it down and get it all the way up to Iowa City, Michigan, and put it in the shop. But he turns a very exotic river turn.
river turnings? Okay.
If I was very, he's pretty famous. But
Wow.
yeah, if you want to, I mean, there's so many people out here that are
Right.
so good. And almost all these people have stayed at my house and, wanted to pick my brain in my shop and all that. And I can't drive still, but someday I'll get.
Yeah.
It's
Well, that's
good.
good.
It's good to see you still well, Mark.
And if anybody needs anything, I can pick up a telephone. A lot of people know who I am, and I have a lot of resources available. If anybody
Good to
needs,
know still.
You're a good man, Mark.
well, and
Yes, he is.
I want to make sure that what I have, I give away to people who are interested in learning and interested in becoming um, very fine tool technicians, right? Because someday I'm not going to be here. I
Right.
mean, this year I had 5 stroke incidents, and so it could happen tomorrow. I could be gone.
Yeah, I hear you.
Well,
Okay.
we'll
It can
keep
happen to any
we'll,
one of us. Yep.
we'll keep our fingers crossed,
Crazy.
Mark, that you will still be here.
Right.
Well, I hope so. And I'll tell you what, one of the best things that ever happened to me while I was on the face of the earth is I got involved. What I've got all kinds of stuff here, and I keep a good fresh, all that perfect stuff. Everything you need.
Yep. Amen. Like I said, I showed up, which I sent you the pictures of as well, Mark. But,
Yeah,
for those that are still on here, that piece of ambrosia, that spalted ambrosia maple,
yeah,
that hollow form that I did and showed
yeah.
a couple weeks ago, that piece of wood came from Mr. Soleil there. He's got
Oh,
quality stuff.
yeah. And I've got lots of little. If people are interested, when I harvest a tree, right? Even if it's 2 inches, right? I harvest all those little burls. They make gorgeous bottle stoppers and little boxes and stuff like that. I've got hundreds of little burls, and now I started selling last year out of my warehouses, and almost all my big burls are gone. Almost all my box elk are gone, and almost all of my um, great big pieces. But if somebody needs something, all I got to do is pick up a phone. I got sources all over the place.
How are you stocked on Blackwood African?
Well, I've got tons of I've probably got, I don't know, maybe 500 or 600 of the clarinet bells. I've got all kinds of up to 3-inch bells, right? And I've got a lot of Boone ebony. Uh,
Yep.
I
Go,
got
folks.
tons of that.
All they got
And,
to do is call you, Mark. I know you've got. You can go on and on and on about everything that you've got.
yeah, but
Crazy.
I'll guarantee you one thing: you will never buy it cheaper.
Nope.
I
Nope. That's
mean,
a fact.
like those violin pegs. I've got hundreds and hundreds, but if you go on eBay and try to buy them, they want $9 a piece for them. Well, most of these, I charge $3 a piece.
Right.
When you go to these stores, buy peppermill mechanisms, stuff like that. For the big ones, they want $15 for them. I just sent 20 down to Frank Johansson down in Sarasota. I just charged him 11 a piece. He saved $100 on 20 of them.
Right. Yeah,
Things
that's
like
awesome.
so. And I've got all kinds. I've probably got 800,000 pen blanks. I've probably got 1.5 million stopper blanks. But these are all ambrosia maple, box elder, burl, everything. But it's quality stuff.
Yeah.
Any type of product. If you want any type of belt, I've got every size billet there is almost. And it's all just super quality, bolted, bird's eye, fiddleback, tiger, anything.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm getting rid of it all because what I need in the future, I can buy.
Yeah. Plus, you'll
And
keep the good stuff for yourself.
you want to know something?
What's that?
All good stuff.
If they
All
want
good stuff. I know.
if they want something, that urn that I sent you the picture of.
Yeah.
I gave that away.
Wow. What a gem.
Right.
Salt of the earth, Mr. Soleil. You are a salt of the earth. You're a good man.
Yep.
Well, I want people to be able to utilize it instead of having my wife, if I pass away, I have to dispose of all this stuff.
Right.
And what they'll do, they'll put it in a dumpster and dump it. Some of that wood I've had for 15 years, and
Yeah.
and it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's good forethought on, trying to plan that out, downsize and everything. So
Very sensible way. I say that to a lot of the English guys over here. We collect and we collect and we collect. And one day, we don't need to collect anymore. Somebody else needs to get rid of it all.
yeah.
Yep.
And
The kids have to get rid of it all.
that's right. And all this wood that I've got over there, well, 95% of it has all been cut on a bandsaw. It's in usable form, all sealed, so it's not cracked or anything. And what I do is I can send in a flat rate box 70 pounds of wood to Hawaii or Maine or Virgin Islands, all for $19. You can't do that. UPS. So I use that flat rate system, and I stuff these boxes full of any type of wood you want, and I will guarantee it. Be nothing you can buy or anything like that. Anyway, but I can't say that when we're because we can't advertise.
Right.
No,
I appreciate that, Mark.
I stay pretty quiet most of the time during the meeting. And here's another thing I'll offer all of you guys. If you need with something, right, you can call, and I will put my iPhone over the lathe and I can show you any special technique or anything, and it won't cost you a nickel.
Yep. That's a fact. And I've known about that for almost 4 years now.
Yep,
That's a fact.
Anyway, the times that I'm not asleep, I enjoy meeting. And
I know.
I'm so happy. Guess what? I can actually get out and use my hand to hold a tool and turn something.
Yes. Yes. I was so happy for you last week when you sent me the pictures of the urn and then telling me about how you're able to get back get back out there and
Yeah.
turn for extended time, that just made me feel so good.
Well, let me tell you what. When you're turning on the lathe, the real world disappears. I don't
It
think
does.
about any pain, any pain. You know, I'm just happy.
Yep.
Man.
Anyway, guys, I've learned something from all of you guys, and anytime I see something I think I can contribute in some way, give some more information, I'll try to do it. So thank you very much for all of you.
Well,
Thank
we're
you.
glad of it,
Learned
Mark.
a lot from you.
Thank you, Mark.
We're glad of the information, Mark.
Well,
Indeed.
thank you all. I'm gonna go ahead and sign off and
Okay.
get some sleep.